Hey folks, got a food experiment going on. Today I am making Cheez Whiz from scratch, but I'm not just making Cheez Whiz. I'm making Pimento Cheez Whiz. Supposedly it's a thing. I have only seen it, I've been searching online, I've only seen it available in Asia. It sounds like something that should be available everywhere because there, people like pimento cheese and Cheez Whiz, so why not have Pimento Cheez Whiz? Well, I wanted to make it. I did a lot of research and I'm doing two different recipes. Today is the one that I'm going to be doing with evaporated milk. The next one will be with water instead of evaporated milk. But the key ingredient is sodium citrate. This I found to be incredible. It's an emulsifier for melted cheese. It makes like really creamy cheese sauces, cheese spreads. From everything I've seen is like, this is one of the best ways to make macaroni and cheese is to use sodium citrate. And sodium citrate is simply a byproduct of mixing baking soda and say lemon juice. So I got this on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description box for it if you want to try it. This is enough to probably last me a lifetime. And this is a 100% food grade sodium citrate. So I'm actually making this with real cheese. So it should be better than actual Cheez Whiz. So here's how I'm gonna make it, and then come back and we'll give it a taste test and see what it tastes like. Here I have a cup of evaporated milk, not to be confused with condensed milk. Condensed milk has sugar and it's really sweet. You want evaporated milk. And I'm just gonna turn this on to a low, medium low. Bring it up to temp. And then I have a teaspoon of mustard powder and half a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. Little goes a long way, so yeah, a half a teaspoon is all you need. And the star of the show, the sodium citrate. This is good stuff. So I only have a half a teaspoon here. I experiment with some other things, so I wanted to start with half a teaspoon. I probably could have gone with a full teaspoon, but we'll see how this turns out. Give that a good whisk, because you want to add the sodium citrate to the liquids before you add the cheese. Get it dissolved in there first. Oh yeah, quarter teaspoon of salt. Get this all dissolved now. And now I'm going to add 8 ounces of mild cheddar cheese that I just cubed up. I didn't bother shredding it. It'll melt fast enough. So you just want to whisk this in and keep it on low until it's completely melted. And there we have it. Our cheese is completely melted and we have a nice cheese sauce here. And it looks good. And now I'm going to add a quarter cup of diced pimentos. If you like it more pimento-y, add more pimentos. But a quarter cup is a good start. That's usually what I use when I make any kind of pimento cheese. Okay, I'm just going to let this cool down, and then I'm going to put it in a container. Cool down enough to put into a container. And yes, it looks very thin at this point, but once it cools down, the sodium citrate will keep it at a nice creamy texture. Okay, Now I'm gonna let this cool and then pop it in the refrigerator for a couple of hours and then give it a taste. So here we go. Okay, now this has been refrigerated for a few hours, so it's really set up nicely. And that's what it looks like. It actually looks like Cheez Whiz with pimentos. Okay, so let's see. See, the texture here is pretty much what you would expect from Cheez Whiz. So let's put some of this on a cracker. And give it a taste. Another one of those. I gotta say, that is really good. Frankly, I like this better than Cheez Whiz. It has that texture of the Cheez Whiz. Of course, you can always warm it up, and usually I do warm up Cheez Whiz when I'm going to use it for something. But for like a cheese dip, which supposedly there's two different versions of Cheez Whiz. There is a Cheez Whiz dip, which is usually what you buy in the stores, the grocery stores. But they do make a Cheez Whiz sauce. But it comes in like these big, 2-gallon bags or whatever that restaurants use, especially in Philadelphia for their cheesesteaks, because they like putting Cheez Whiz on their cheesesteaks. Well, anyway, that's how you make a really good pimento cheese Whiz. You could do this easy, really easy. Just buy a jar of Cheez Whiz, put in a quarter cup of pimentos, mix it up. I'm sure it'd be the same way. But I wanted to try using sodium citrate and creating a homemade Cheez Whiz that's actually better than Cheez Whiz. And I think I succeeded. So I will check next time I have that, the water-based Cheez Whiz instead of the evaporated milk. I'll see how that turns out. And if it turns out good, I'll do a video on that next week. So there you have it, folks. Thanks for watching.